This is a demonstration showing the linking of an Illumra switch to an Interact Pro enabled fixture. So I'm in a project labeled Project 1. There needs to be a network. I've created a network here. There are no lights. There's a group in here, but I want to add a light. So I'm going to press where it says 0 lights. It's discovering all the lights that are nearby. Waiting just a moment for it to find the flux grid. And I'll go ahead and assign that flux grid to group 1. And then I want to I can add multiple fixtures to a group. And then I will need to look at the lights in the network. That's fantastic. I'm going to now add a control. I've got the flux grid sensor, which has an occupancy sensor, but I want to add a switch. So I need to click on I'm in group 1 and I click on controls. And it says there are no switches assigned, so I'll touch the switches. And it allows me to assign a switch to a group. I touch assign a switch to a group, and I'm going to be assigning a 4-button switch. There's a Signify part number for this. The same 4-button switch will work with Illumra. So if I choose that and I have an Illumra 4-button switch, it's telling me to press and hold the lower right corner for 10 seconds. So I've pressed that button and I'm going to wait 10 seconds. I need to make sure that I wait at least 10 seconds. It can be more, but it can't be less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've been holding it for over 10 seconds, then I release it, and it was able to receive the signal. And to confirm the identification, it wants me to do a diagonal press, the top right button and the lower left button at the same time. So I click those 2 buttons, and then I have to press the confirm button here on the screen. It doesn't transmit or detect that that happened. Then I give it a name, switch 1, and I press the enter on my keyboard. And if I don't configure it, I can just choose later and it'll apply the default configuration. So I can return to the group to deploy the settings with the pink button at the bottom. Deploy settings. At this point, the switch is controlling. Now I've got 1 switch assigned and 1 sensor, which is the flux grid sensor. And the switch behavior by default is the manual on, manual off. If I want the motion sensor to turn it on, I can do manual or turn it off. I can select manual on, auto off. And it can do auto on, auto off. There are all the options. I'm just going to leave it manual on, auto off for this demonstration. And I'll go ahead and bring up the camera so I can demonstrate. Here is the Illumra switch and the luminaire in the background. And the white balance, if I turn it on, of course it'll get dark. I can press and hold on the right-hand rocker. A press and hold will dim it on slowly. So I can press and hold, and it'll get brighter, and when I release it, it will stop. And pressing and holding the bottom will dim it down. When I release it, it will stop. A quick press on the bottom will turn it off, and a quick press on the top will turn it on. And that is how to link a switch